As everybody knows, New Holland have come on board and supported GRASSMEN this year with this 315, and when I was getting the opportunity to spec her out, I spec'd it on the absolute top of the range Michelin tyres, Ultraflex. Was quite a substantial bit added on to the price of the tractor for these tyres. So we thought whenever there's so much money in tyres, we've asked Chris from Michelin to come along. And you maybe just explain what your role is, Chris, and what exactly you're doing here for us today, and give us a wee bit of an insight into the tyre world.
Well, Gareth, thanks for being invited here today to explain a bit about myself and a bit about Michelin. My name is Chris Eakin, probably relatively well known in the farming circles. My job is account manager for Ireland for Michelin Group Agriculture. Now that involves not just sales, but technical work and all technical support for the 3 brands in the Michelin Group. And that's Michelin, Kleber and our budget brand Taurus. So I've been asked to come here today to set up the tyres on this New Holland 7315. As Gareth said, you have a high horsepower, 300 horsepower tractor, and Gareth has spec'd it on the best possible tyres for the job. He specified it on the Michelin Axiobib tyres. Now the Axiobib tyre is an IF tyre. Now IF stands for improved flexibility, because this tyre contains the Michelin Ultraflex technology in the sidewall. So it can be run down at a pressure of 33% lower than the conventional tyre for the same weight. So on the front we have 650 60 34s. Now this tyre is rated a 156D. The 156, that is the weight carrying. That means this tyre can carry just over 5.1 tonnes.
One tyre?
One tyre, yes.
Okay.
I know it's hard to believe, but this is going away from your 16.934 tyre. This is a tyre for a 300 plus tractor. Now, as you can see, we want to run the pressures down, and ideally, earlier on we weighed the tractor and we set the pressures. Now ideally what we want to see is 2.5 to 3 lugs on the ground. That's ideal where we have that tyre there.
But she looks flat when there's 3 lugs.
Gareth?
I was told that and I kind of played about with it a wee bit, and you're like, that tractor wheel looks flat.
Gareth, if I had £1 for every time somebody said that to me, I could retire from Michelin. I get this all the time, that tyre looks soft. This is a front tyre, so there's only ever going to be weight coming off the front end, because whenever you mount something on the back end, it'll reduce the weight on the front. That gives you your optimum footprint, a good big footprint on the ground, which helps the soil compaction, and also it helps your fuel economy as well. So that's what we want to see there, but most people do think that is too soft. In the case of these 2 tyres, we've weighed this tractor earlier. There's nothing on the front end. The bare weight of the tractor is 5 tonne empty on the front. That's 2.5 tonne per tyre. Now that will equate to 12 psi. On the backs, 710 75 42. We weighed it empty, and that's empty as 3.5 tonne. But by the time we put the low loader with your TW35 in the back, that's probably 3 tonne through the drawbar. So you're looking at approximately 8 tonne on the back axle, just over 4 tonne per tyre, which would equate to 14 psi. Now those pressures.
Whoa. So you're telling me 14? I'm just bottom line. 14 psi at the back and down as low as 12 at the front.
Yes.
For road work.
For road work. I know it's hard to comprehend, Gareth.
I thought she was a magic carpet when I had her sitting at 18 in the back and 15 in the front. I thought it was like a magic. So actually, my tractor now for this year is going to become more comfortable.
A lot more comfortable.
Oh.
If you have the tyres too hard, it's a very hard ride in the tractor, and you'll burn the tyres off quicker because there's a smaller contact patch. We want a good weight quicker.
Oh, my head can't get this into it. I would have thought if you'd run a tyre softer and soft for heavy road work, you'd have been sorer on it.
Gareth, if you walk across that yard on a pair of stiletto heels, you'll wear them out quicker than a pair of trainers.
Okay.
So we want a good contact patch that will help the tyre life.
If my logic's right, Chris, and what you're telling us here, lowering this down till she looks flat, getting the extra lug in the ground, that has to be as beneficial as maybe a 710 at normal pressures, at normal, you know, because you've still got more footprint on the ground. Maybe in certain areas and conditions where you need widths and constraints and.
Well, there is this myth
not,
that, you know, big wide tyres will answer everybody's problem in wet conditions, but that's not necessarily the answer. What I say to people is, the taller the tyre, so you have a very tall tyre here, the bigger the rolling circumference, and you get a longer footprint, and that's where we want to come from. We try and tell people to get the biggest tyre they can on the tractor, and then you get the longest footprint.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately that's still a 42. That's still a 42-inch rim, and if you park the 230, which is on a 42-inch rim,
yes,
with the 650, 65, the difference between the two.
Well, you're actually going two groups up from a 650 42 to this tyre here. You're going two actual tyre groups up. This currently, and it's been superseded. This was up until recently the tallest tyre we made, and now it's been superseded.
Oh, I should have had them on her.
They won't fit on, Gareth. They won't fit on.
Oh,
So,
well then I did get the best then.
You got the best.
I thought New Holland cheated me there.
Yeah.